All right, we're live on the Live Masters TV showcase, and we have a live interview video challenger crusher on our hands tonight. Super excited to have the one and only Tanya Slater, and she is gonna introduce herself to you guys. She just got done doing a live video challenge at Live Masters, and it's really cool because we were just talking before the video here, and she does some really cool stuff to help people at home fix up their house with some really cool ideas that you can do from the comfort of your own home. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Tanya Slater. She's down there in Georgia. She's incredible. I've got to know her for probably, I think, like 6 or 7 months. I don't even know how long we've been connected online, but it seems like we've known each other for a while just because of the video. So Tanya, tell everybody, say hello, and I'm going to start inviting people to the broadcast.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you.
So you're in Georgia right now, and so let everybody know, like, how long have you been there? How long have you lived in Georgia? Have you grew up there your whole life?
I am a native, born and bred Georgia peach.
Awesome.
So born and raised in Georgia, and I've moved away a few times. I've come back, yeah. So this is where I live. This is my hometown.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you and I met a little while ago through a mutual friend, Trenton, working on social media, and you were looking for solutions. Actually, you've known Trenton for quite a while, and you've been looking for solutions to help grow your business online. And you and I connected through Trenton because we are very passionate about doing video. We definitely believe it's the best way to connect with people who are looking for you. So you just went through a live video challenge in our closed group, and you had some topics and you had some guidelines to go through in there. Why don't you share real quick what your experience was like going live so far? But before this, you did go live quite a bit before the challenge. So let everybody know what your experience like so far is going live. Oh, you frozen?
Am I frozen? Oh, here I am. Sorry, I'm at
No,
the
you're
park,
good now.
people. I'm at the park. I'm at the park so that I can go rollerblading, roller skating, not blading, skating. And so you guys, I've got my gear on here, and I did have my helmet on. I had to take it off though. It was getting a little heavy. But so no. Wow. Oh yeah. So live videos. So I was doing some live videos because Trenton has instructed that I needed to be doing those for engagement, as I'm sure he has all of you, to do some engagement for our businesses and to to kind of get to know people. So then I met Mike. And Mike has been a huge inspiration to me with all of his crazy videos that I absolutely love. And I like to tell him that because it's a true story. I love the fact that he challenged all of us to do these live videos for 7 days, because for me personally, I have, as if any of you have seen any of my videos, I do talk about consistency and how it's my downfall is being consistent. So this challenge allowed me to be consistent, and I am very competitive. I love a challenge because I look at a challenge that it's not necessarily challenging me to do something against somebody else, but it allows me to challenge myself and all of my struggles. So doing these live videos, and then even him giving, okay, so my favorite part about the challenge videos was Mike's putting out the challenge, and then he put a video out with the topic of the challenge, and then he explained the challenge, the topic, and then he gave us an example of him personally doing the topic, which really helped me personally to put it all together in my mind of how I was supposed to go about doing this. It gave me direction on what and how to do it. Sometimes we have to go back to first grade and be our hands held and be directed until it clicks into our mind. And that's what it did for me personally. So that's where I am with this. And it gave me the confidence to continue to be doing more of the videos, because it allowed me to have a better idea and a better understanding of what and how I needed to go about doing the videos personally. And plus, I like to overcome my fears. And one of my fears is being in front of the camera, because I think I've talked to several people in Live Masters, and I think we all had the same fear about how we looked and how we sounded on the videos. So I still kind of worry about that a little bit, but I just kind of block that out of my mind, and I just kind of just go for it now. And I still ramble, but now I
No,
just
you know,
don't ramble as
don't ramble. You're amazing. Your perceived rambling is what others perceive as perfect Facebook Live, because you know you don't ramble though, Tanya. You speak articulate. You communicate well. Everything you just said was phenomenal. I mean, I got the best feedback from that right there. I mean, it was incredible because I've struggled to try to figure out how to set up the challenge, right? I wanted it to be different. I wanted people to be able to go in the group and do videos for a few days like you did, and other people have finished, and you'll see some other interviews as well. But at the end, do this right here and talk about the experience, because there's lots of challenges that people are doing, but I've never seen video challenges, as a matter of fact, as well. But I've never seen the twist at the end where we get to interview and we get to speak to each other like this and then share with other people the experience. So everything you just said is such valuable feedback for me, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah. Well, it's all the honesty, and and the one thing that I hope to see from a lot of people is, for myself, I decided that why let this stop at 6 days and then do the interview and then just stop, because if Mikey can do it, we can all do it, right? So I love that, the fact that your name is Mikey, Mike, and it takes me back in time to when with the cereal, if Mikey likes it.
I heard this so many times. Yeah.
You got to be close to our age in order to understand that commercial. But
yeah,
I look at it like, you know what? If he can do it with the struggles that he went through, then who's to say I can't do it with the struggles that I go through with myself? And it's nobody else's struggle, it's myself. So I'm like, well, I don't want to stop there, because I realize that social media is our ticket. It's our meal ticket to be able to reach a lot more people without having to leave the comfort of our homes, or in my case right now, the park. So, because I don't know about you guys, and I know there's a lot of people out there who like to help people. And so for me personally, I love helping people. I love inspiring people, and I love being inspired. And I always pray to God, like, how and what can I do to help more people when I don't leave my house, or when I have a route that I go in? What or how can I do it? Because there for a while I was using the excuse as, I don't have enough money to do this. I don't have enough money to do that. But social media, you don't have to have the money.
Yeah. Well, you don't. I mean, you just grassroots. And it's a level playing field for people that really want to help other people, like you were saying. And it's really cool. I'm glad that you did all the videos and we're doing this interview. Your videos are very insightful, like I told you. That's what's cool about them, is you grow as a person. And once you wrap your head around the personal development of this right here, having to learn something, or not have to, but want to learn something, and then go teach it to other people. And, what's the old saying? The teacher only need to be one chapter ahead of the student, right? So we don't have to be perfect. And what the big thing people struggle with too is imposter syndrome. And I've struggled with that. Oh, who do you think I'm people? Oh, who do you think you are? Tony Robbins and all this other stuff. They said that to me in the beginning. Like, I got teased a little bit in the beginning, but
yeah, but what, Mike?
I'm not getting teased anymore.
Well, it's awesome, because guess what? Guess who Tony Robbins learned from? Zig Ziglar.
He learned from Zig Ziglar.
Jim Rohn.
Well, this is where Tony Robbins. This is the book Tony Robbins mastered, right here.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the Holy Grail. So mindset, everything. So this is here's a little tip. if you're going to get these, if you're going to read these books, which I highly suggest you do, get the workbooks so you can write in them. And all the workbooks books are the best. Yeah. So yeah, he mastered that. And he went and he read all the same books that we can read, that we have access to read today. And he went and he took all that information from Dr. Napoleon Hill and all these other books and everything he read. And now he's Tony Robbins, or he's been Tony Robbins for years and years and years.
Exactly. Well, you know, he went to, it was either Zig Ziglar or Jim Rohn's workshop, and he was able to be mentored by him. I think it was, I don't know why I'm getting it mixed up, but I think it was Jim Rohn, but he was able to be mentored by him, you know, at a young age, which is not something that a lot of us get to do. But okay, so big deal. People say, well, who do you think you are, Tony Robbins? Well, no, I'm not Tony Robbins, but you know what? My goal is to be like Tony Robbins. Hello?
Well, that was one of the questions that I posed in the live video challenge. Right? What is something that a mentor has taught you that you want to teach other people? And that was a video. You talked on that video. So what do you think the importance of mentorship? What's your take on that?
Oh my gosh, listen. Don't be like me and want to always speak, but listen, and not only listen to the instructions, but implement the instructions, right? And that's, you know, sometimes it takes some of us a little bit longer than others, but yeah, for sure. So once I finally was like, started really listening to what you guys are telling me, on top of what other people in my life have said, and started implementing it, then that's when I've started noticing a difference, not just in, you know, whether I have an audience or not, but I've noticed a difference in myself and my self-confidence and my self-esteem in that sense too, because, you know, I lack confidence when it comes to videos.
I don't see it. You still think, okay, well, you still think you lack confidence?
No, I don't. I feel better about it now, Mike, because you know, you've been so inspiring, and then being able to, like I said, talk to other people, you know, in Live Masters, and see how some of them just flow and they're terrified and they've never done a video before. So it is inspiring. It is very, and I feel way more confident. I still struggle with it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like keeping my audience, you know, keeping the audience, getting the right message out, because I don't want to just go on there and just, you know, just go on there. I want to have something that's going to be a good message that people can take away from it, you know?
Right. Well, that's why I think that in the challenge, the way that the videos were set up, it gives you the topic, I explain it, I give you an example, a personal example, and then it's easier to understand. So, you know, it's great to do it that way. Now, so let me ask you this. Let's talk a little bit more about what it is that you want to share. Like, because we were talking before the video, and your business, you're interior designer, and you help people figure out how to make their homes beautiful, right? But you do it in a cool way. You want to explain a little bit more about your backstory on that, how you got started and how you help people with that?
Okay. All right. So how I got started being an interior decorator and designer is I have a mother who is a born natural designer. She is a Martha Stewart, literally, except without the money and the fame. But growing up, we did not grow up with a lot of money. So my mother had to make do with what she had. And she would take something that was old and broken and fix it and make it look like it was gorgeous and brand new, and something that costed hundreds of thousands of dollars. And she still, up until about a year or two ago, was still doing that. Like when I say everything, and she would, you know, so we grew up going to yard sales, flea markets, antiques, you know, places. You know, my mother still lives to go to Goodwill stores and to flea markets, and then find old stuff for very inexpensive and refinishing it. And she knows how to sew, so she would make a lot of stuff. If she needed curtains, she just had the fabric and make the curtains that she wanted. You know, she made all of her clothes. So a lot of the stuff that she knows how to do, unfortunately, I did not learn how to do it because I just didn't have the patience growing up. But now that I'm older, about 13 in late 90s, early 2000s, I opened up a flooring center with my now ex-husband, and we turned it into a design center because people were coming to us wanting more, and they wanted more. They started bringing colors, and they had fabrics, and they wanted this design, and so I took a class and I learned interior decorating design to hone in. But I realized before I took the class that I had a natural gift like my mother to some degree, right? So I just honed in on all of what I was good at and tried to improve myself. And then I still call my mom. I will still call my mom up and say, "Hey, mom, I got this project. I'm going to send you a picture. Tell me what you think about it." And I still get directions from her, some guidance from her. And then so I learned how to do a lot of improvements around your house, some DIY projects to make your home look better through her. And then also, I do the same thing everybody else does. I go through Pinterest, and but I see a space and I think, well, what if we could do this? And then later I'll see that somebody already did it. And I'm like, dang it. But if you have something in your house that's old, and it still looks good, or it may not look good, but it's still functionable, just redo it. It might just need paint. It might just need, I don't know, an extra piece of wire. I don't, or a cable, whatever it is. Like if you have an old paper towel rack, let's just say a paper towel holder, right? And it's just old. You've had it forever. You want something new. Instead of going out and spending the money, $30 or more to buy a brand new one, because they're not cheap, you can repaint it and make it look brand new, and just do it in a color that actually works with it. And depending on if it's metal or wood, they've got Rustola. Rustola, you can put on wood, plastic, or metal, right?
Mhm.
And YouTube is an amazing, amazing tool. If you don't know how to do something, YouTube it, and you can learn how to do anything. Or you can just call me.
Yeah,
I'll
I
help
really, yeah, definitely,
you. Yeah,
definitely. Well,
definitely call me.
it was funny too because before I knew the depth of your story with your mom, how your mom had done that. I told you about how my grandpa and my grandma used to go to garage sales in the neighborhood, and my grandpa used to refinish all the old
Yep.
antiques. He'd find the old broken down ones, and then he'd resell them every 3 months back to the people that sold it to him. So, uh, my grandma, she used to take me to the Purple Heart, and she knew the lady that owned the Purple Heart, and so I used to go in there and get baseballs and all kinds of good stuff. Did you guys ever have the Purple Heart? It's like a Goodwill.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty awesome because furniture is like really awesome to work with, because you can have like old dressers. People take old pieces. Sorry, the fire trucks are going by. Sorry.
That's okay. They think there's a fire. They think there's a fire over here because Tanya's on fire going live. That's why.
Yeah, they're like coming around in a circles here, and like coming from one direction of me and coming around the other. But give me 1 second. Sorry, I can't focus.
It's okay.
But yeah, taking old pieces of furniture, oh my God, they're the best, because you can do such amazing things with old dressers and stuff. And let me tell you, you can take that old dresser just like Mike's granddad used to do, like my mom has done. As a matter of fact, I have an old dresser right now that I don't even know how old it is. It's just pretty old. I'm going to refinish it for my son, one of my sons. And but you can refinish them, and then you can sell them. Okay, you go to a yard sale or you go to a Goodwill, you buy an old dresser or an old desk, right? You buy it for 20, anywhere from $10 to $30, right? And you refinish it, and guess what? You can sell that piece for $100+. $100+, and you got a huge profit inside it. Or you buy an old chair that's got a really cool body style and change the fabric. You just reupholster it. You can do it yourself, or you can have somebody to do it. But you just look and see what it would cost for somebody to reupholster it, and if it's worth what you could, to sell that chair, do it. But you
Yeah.
can reupholster it. It's not that difficult. It really isn't.
Yeah.
It just looks like it is.
Have you ever seen that show on I forgot, it was one of the learning channels or something like that, where they send people to a flea market and they give them the same amount of money and they have to go buy a certain amount of stuff and then they go fix it up and then they bring it back to the flea market and whoever makes the most amount of money wins the show? You seen that one?
I love that show. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm telling you what, I would love to
What
go
was
to
the
that
name of that
yard
one?
to that place.
What was the name of that one?
Oh, I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was somewhere up north, and I even wrote it down so that I could eventually go to that yard. It's somewhere up north, and you got to go when it's like in the spring or summer because it's too cold up there in the winter.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like New York or something, or New
Yeah.
Hampshire.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
upstate New York, right? Isn't it upstate
I
New
think
York?
so. Yeah, I think so. I think
I
so.
haven't
Yeah,
seen it in a long time. I don't even know if it's still on or not. But
yeah. Well,
yeah,
they
but
definitely.
just like you did.
Yeah. So,
Obviously,
so
you
you
got tools.
you have a do you have a Facebook group or community that you're going to help people out with these kind of tips, tricks, and ideas to help them around the house?
Yeah, so it's Ada Solutions Interior Design Services. That's the business, and I have a group page. It's basically Ada Solutions. It's the same thing. In Ada Solutions, it's AI, D as in David, A Solutions, and that's plural. Interior Design Services, and that's my group page. And
Okay. Yeah. We'll definitely get all the information in the comments later. You can go back through there and put it through. But yeah, I'm learning and growing as I go through on this video interview process as well. So next time I'll get all your information up front, and so we can have it ready for people just to click on and join your group. But definitely, you know, follow Tanya because she does amazing videos. I told her after her first video, I was so excited to see that she was taking the challenge because I was curious to see how she would answer the questions. She did it like a champ. And I put in there your first one after you congratulate, like, I'm a fan. And you just you're rambling. You just don't know who you're rambling might be affecting. So it's really cool that you did the well, look at that. That's a big comment. When I was a single parent, I bought all of my furniture from Salvation Army and then refinished it. Wow, from the living room, bought materials and recovered them and made them look like brand new. You have to work with what you got. I don't know who that is, but put your name in the comments because that's amazing.
Yeah, that is a true statement too. And flea market swap, that was the name of it. Thank you, Facebook user, whoever you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
So Mike, if anybody on here sends me a request to join my group, could you please tell me that you are from Live Master so that I can friend you, accept your friendship? Because you get a lot of people and some people are not real people. So just let me know that you're from Live Master so that I know to definitely go in and accept your friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to be careful, we were talking about that actually before the video about helping you increase your audience on your personal page, and you got to be careful. You do have to be careful. And I think the biggest tip really is to, make it pretty clear and apparent what your intentions are online. That's why I make sure everybody sees there's my family, and I introduce myself to people right away with the voice clip and let them know and thank them for the connection and let them know why I wanted to be connected to them. So you really got to be a parent, like, you got to be conscious of that, right?
Yes, exactly. You do. And I actually did have a gentleman who asked me if I was real. One day he asked me if I was real and I started laughing and I was like dumbfounded by that, right? I wasn't expecting it and I was like, yeah, I'm real.
Oh, I've seen some doozies, man, on Facebook, those fake profiles.
Yeah, and it has a different name, and it's like if I don't recognize the name looks foreign, and please forgive me if you are from America and you have a foreign style name, but you do have some of those, so it does look kind of sketchy on some of them. And I've gotten to Trenton told me, gave me a tip one day, and he says, when people friend you, go before you hit the accept button, check out their profile page, right?
Yep.
And if they don't have anything on their page, there's nothing on there except for just a couple pictures. He goes, I don't friend them.
Yep.
So I take his advice to heart.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely. I just make sure that they have a picture. I can see who it is and it makes sense. And then, like you said, if they don't have posts, and then I look at the posts. If they have posts, I'm not going to be wanting nobody on my friends list that's got a bunch of negative stuff and our politics or religion or craziness. It's just, you could just handpick all the people. That's what's amazing about Live Masters and what we're doing with these videos and what we're going to continue to do with the videos, because it's a lot. It goes on a lot more than 7 days. I know you're going to keep going live, and you're working with me and Trenton, and I know you're going to be involved with all of the projects that we have coming up. So continue. I'll tell you this: you're going to be able to see Tanya live every day. Still watch, right, Tanya?
Yeah, I'm super excited. And and I'm not on Facebook as often as I probably should be because I have other things going on. So anybody that's here, I do try to get on there and go through some of the comments and whatnot, and I see and watch some of y'all's videos. But don't feel shy to just shoot me a message, because I think some of you guys out there are so cool and I love your content, but I can't get to all of it just because I am limited on how long I'm on Facebook. But I'd like to get to know some of y'all a little bit better. That would be truly, kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Well, that's what this is all about. And I'm so glad that we did this interview, and the people that are watching are going to get an opportunity to get to know you a little bit better, because that's what this is. That's what Live Masters Live Masters TV Showcase is all about, is showcasing other people that I get to connect with, that I've got to know, that I really think everybody deserves to know. And you, my friend, are definitely one of those people.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. Hey, anybody like going roller skating? Hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm about to do it after this interview.
Yeah. So we're broadcasting this video live on the Live Masters TV page, and we're also inside Live Masters, and also on our YouTube channel, #Live Masters. So anybody watching hasn't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please check it out. This video will be on there, as long as literally hundreds of others. We're building that channel out too, so super excited about that. All right.
Awesome.
Kathy says,
thanks
let's
for
go.
having me on here.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Awesome.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.